Once upon a time in a small town, there lived a man named John. He was married with two beautiful children and a loving wife. John had once been a hard-working man, providing for his family and making ends meet. However, as time went on, he became increasingly addicted to social media, wasting away hours on end, scrolling through his feeds, and neglecting his responsibilities. As the family's finances dwindled, John's wife pleaded with him to find a job and contribute to their household. Despite her desperate attempts, John remained unwilling to change his ways, and their pantry grew emptier by the day. One evening, while browsing his favorite social media platform, John stumbled upon a short story competition. Intrigued, he decided to enter the contest, even though he hadn't written in years. The prompt for the competition was simple. Write a story about someone who overcomes adversity to achieve their goals. John, searching for inspiration, began to think about his own life. As he reflected on his past, he remembered the days when he was full of ambition, eager to provide for his family and create a better life for them. He realized that the protagonist of his story could be someone just like him, someone who overcomes their addiction to social media and rediscovers their sense of purpose. Inspired by this idea, John poured his heart into writing the story. He spent days crafting the narrative, pouring every ounce of his being into the characters and exploring the lessons they learned along their journey. As the deadline approached, John submitted his entry, feeling a renewed sense of accomplishment. A few weeks later, John received an email announcing the winners of the competition. To his amazement, he had won first place, earning a cash prize and a chance to have his story published. Overwhelmed with joy, he shared the news with his family, who celebrated his achievement. This experience sparked a fire within John. The act of writing the story had served as a mirror, forcing him to confront the consequences of his choices and the potential within him to change. Driven by his newfound motivation, John began to search for a job in earnest, eventually finding a position that allowed him to use his creativity and storytelling skills. As John's life began to improve, he found that he no longer needed the constant validation and distraction that social media had provided. Instead, he focused on his work, his family, and his newfound passion for writing. Over time, the pantry filled with food once more, and the family's quality of life improved. John's story serves as a powerful reminder that it's never too late to change one's life for the better, and that the key to overcoming adversity often lies within ourselves. Sometimes all it takes is a spark of inspiration to reignite our motivation and help us become the heroes of our own stories.